But I recall my brother and I finding an old fiddle in the attic. It must have been there for a long time. And we wanted to play music so bad. It was in our soul. So between everybody and the boys all played an instrument, years later. And we got some rabbit wire, and we cut some pegs out of hardwood, and we got one string on this fiddle, and we got a piece of old rope, and we sprayed the rope, and got a piece of stick like that, and we made a fiddle out of it.
Wow.
And my brother played the fiddle, so I recall we used to be cutting hardwood. Lloyd and I were really young. We'd run all. We had lived on 250 acres. It was down across the river, up in the mountain, and we'd run all the way home. And one of them would stand in the window and watch for our brother coming while the other fellow played the fiddle. And then, okay, it's my turn. Now you watch. And so we played these fiddle because there was only one fiddle. I said, only one fiddle. Anyway, so the first job I ever had playing. All the guitars were borrowed. If a boyfriend came to see my sisters, one guy who became brother-in-law, he brought a guitar that belonged to someone else and he left it there. And Collie Boyd, who used to be a fiddler around here, I taught, he played on Don Messer, I think, and Don Messer used to play his tunes. But he was the fiddler around here at that time, Collie Boyd. And he was playing for, but back in those days, if you had a shower, like someone getting married, the bride and the groom-to-be were both there. And Collie Boyd was coming there to play. I was only 12, I guess, maybe 11, 12. And I knew 3 chords on the guitar, and they said, well, is there anyone out there to play guitar with? And he said, well, Lenny Mason plays the guitar. I couldn't play the guitar. And I recall we only had one pick. It was a thumb pick. And I still recall the color of it. It was yellow or black and white. And we hunted all day for this pick. I said I'd go, but I only knew 3 chords. So we went to the dance, and that's back when it was the 2-room. And we sat in one room at the North Grand School. There was a little speaker on the desk. I sat in the chair playing my 3 chords, and Collie Boyd stood behind me playing the fiddle. And he played most of the stuff in B flat, and I didn't know what a B flat was. And I played my 3 chords, and I said, I'm not really playing the right chords, I don't think. He said, that's so good. He said, you keep good time. So I made $2, I think, that night. Wow. And I thought I went to heaven. And I was falling asleep, though, because it was late.